Hello and welcome to Edukemy's YouTube channel. My name is Singh, and in this video we shall discuss the feature news for today, which is on jute industry in India. Jute is an important crop which is cultivated in the eastern part of the country, but it is going through multiple challenges, be it the external challenge with Bangladesh or the internal challenges of production, the quality in supply, the issue of raw material and the production of jute. We will understand all of these challenges along with understanding what is the complete supply chain of jute and the advantages of the jute fabric. Let's discuss this. This is the second most abundant natural fiber after cotton. And since it is a labor intensive industry, it employs as many as 4 lakh persons across the country. Now, the best part about jute cultivation around is that India has got the best climate available to be able to cultivate good quality jute. 25 to 27 degree of heat and around 70 to 90% humidity mandates its production, jute's cultivation production in the eastern part of the country and also in Bangladesh. It is a crop which is put in the fields at around the month of April May, the seeds, and then it is harvested. Around 2.5-meter long crop are harvested around the month of July and August, a short period of 4 months, and you see this crop growing to such a tall one. Now the water needs for the crop in the initial period are a little bit, but does not need a lot of water during the later time. Now this whole crop that you see, the whole plant that you see, is a very important plant because it can be used, all of its parts can be used for some of the other activities. Now see, if you can see this top of the part, which is the plant's shoot. The shoot has got various parts. It has got leaves. Leaves can be used and they can be sold in the vegetable market. It can be eaten. Similarly, the stem has got two parts, the outer stem and the inner stem. The outer stem can be used for the manufacture of jute fiber, and the inner part of the stem, which is a little more harder, can be used to make the paper pulp industry. Similarly, the roots, you think that they are useless? No, they can provide more fertility to the ground itself. So the whole crop has got a lot of economic and ecological advantages. along with that Along with that, I would just like to share with you the complete supply management of jute industry. Now after this crop is cultivated, later it is harvested. That means it is taken out from the fields, and then there is an important process of retting which is carried out. Retting. Retting is the process of fermentation and loosening of the jute fiber, where the whole crop is made to ferment on water, and after that the outer layer is removed, and this is the one which is used for jute processing. Later it is packed with the help of baling industry, put in balls, and then later sent into the mills, and after the mills this is processed a little further and then sent for various production of goods, retail items. This is the complete supply management of jute industry. However, there are multiple issues it is dealing with. We'll understand the issues and then we will be able to appreciate what are the advantages. All right. So, firstly, who are the supply chain people here? First is the farmer, the jute cultivator, or the tiller, right? The people who are working in the farm industry, and then farm jute trader, right? And the middle persons, then it goes to the mill, and from mill it goes to the shops. So these are the four important stakeholders. We also have government as the stakeholder, but then largely the people who are there in the jute industry, they face the majority of the loss. All right. When you look at the farm industry, first of all, it is going through shortage of labor force, largely around the farm industry itself. But then when you see specifically for jute, it is more accentuated because people are switching to other modes of employment. For example, MNREGS scheme. For example, when the area itself under jute cultivation decreases, the farmers also are few. When the profit in the industry is less, people would not become jute cultivators. So shortage of labor force, shrinkage of area, and who gets the area? The area is given to the other crops. The area is given to the competing crops which have better MSP and regime, right? So diversion of land is happening. The seed variety produced here are not as good as what is in Bangladesh. This is also a competing factor because it leads to lesser yield, lesser productivity. Along with that, the cost of raw jute is high. The cost of raw jute is high because of shortage of labor force, because of shrinking area and acreage. So therefore the cost becomes high, right? Supply demand, and then low productivity is always there because of issues of the climate, right? For example, there was cyclone Amphan, and because of which there was a lot of water logging. Water logging did not lead to good productivity in jute fiber production, right? So low productivity is also there, and we also have shortage of lakes which can be used for wetting purposes. The wetting purpose where the crop is fermented inside the water, the lakes aren't available, and because of this the quality fabric is not produced. We also have exploitation of the labor, landless laborers. So this is the farm sector issue. When the production of good moves from farm sector to the trader, why is a trader required actually? See, India has around 70 million mills, jute mills, and all of most of them are located, around 60 of them are located around the Hooghly river, both the sides of Hooghly river. But then jute is not. These are the mills, production houses of jute fabric, processed fabric. But then the cultivation of jute happens all throughout West Bengal, no, and adjoining areas, Assam, Bihar, etc. So when people have to procure and get these jute bales to these factories, government does not do this. Here the private sector does this. In case of wheat, in case of rice, it is done by Food Corporation of India or government agencies, government bodies, or anybody government has outsourced this business to, in case of wheat and rice and other food crops. But in case of jute, it is not done by the government. So there is Jute Corporation of India, which does not have sufficient infrastructure. It has been requested that you people please handle this business of procuring the jute from people and sending it to the mills. But right now, this work is done by the jute traders or the middle persons. So what they do is they pick this product from the farms, they process it a bit if required, for example retting. They also transport it, they upgrade, or they check the quality, and then accordingly grade the product, they bale it and then send it to the mills. So they also process, there is some value addition happening, there is transportation cost. So this is what the jute traders are involved into. Please note this process because this also becomes an important issue of concern in the jute industry. So this is jute industry trader. And then when it is passed to the mills, see, these mills largely were the times mills were created around 150 200 years back when the European wanted this particular product in their country, right? So the mills are old and they're not in good condition. The mechanization level is poor. The machinery is very old. So it requires upgradation. It requires modernization. It also requires mechanization. Along with that, even if all of it is available, energy shortage is there. So all these crises is what the mills are going through. Will we be able to produce quality product in comparison to the international competition that we go through? See, India is the largest manufacturer of jute, but is India the largest exporter of jute? No, it is Bangladesh. Bangladesh as exports as much as 75% of the total jute exports, whereas India exports only 7% of the jute around the whole world. Right. So the industry, mill industry, goes through multiple issues. For example, the labor laws are not followed. Contract labor is followed where people are exploited. Mills, they say they are not getting profits because there is a better product available from Bangladesh. These are the crises that mills also go through. And diversification of the product, what we have seen largely of jute is the jute bags, the gunny bags. And in fact that's true. It is because of the Jute Packaging Material Act, which the government had started in the late 80s. However, in 2020 government mandated, it said that 100% of the food grains, they will be packed in jute bags, and 20% of the sugar packaging will be done in jute bags mandatorily, so that at least at some places jute procurement is happening. But this has led to only monopoly on singular spread of the jute industry, and 80% of jute is utilized only for this industry. There's less diversification, although jute can be used to make multiple consumer durable products, multiple products, be it from carpets to consumer goods to furnitures, etc. But then we are not utilizing it. So this jute industry faces a lot of competition from plastic industry as well. Along with that, are we able to market these products which we try to diversify? No, very less. So these are the kind of issues that jute industry goes through, right from farm levels to jute traders to mills to jute products. We will understand the crisis of mills just in a short while. So see, when you see the competition with Bangladesh, Bangladesh is an economy which has got a better harvest of jute. Although India is the largest cultivator and largest manufacturer of jute, however, Bangladesh has got better quality of jute industry. There are multiple issues, multiple reasons for this. Firstly, they have superior quality jute fiber because they have better seed varieties. Not only that, they also have better farm mechanization. The process of wetting carried out, this wetting process is far more efficient there. Now, we don't have ponds, they have that infrastructure available. Now, similarly, the certified seeds that are there, along with the agroclimatic conditions, which are slightly better than what it is in India. Not only that, India also faces competition in the crop, right? For example, if we are not able to cultivate jute here, then we will go for paddy, maize, groundnut, sesame, and jute actually goes through these competitions because the government provides MSP for other crops and it is easy for people to switch. There's also a labor crisis available in India because MNRGS scheme is available. People wouldn't go to jute industry because here there is more exploitation, more labor, and the profits are less for people. So these are the issues. Then synthetic substitute is available very easily. So India goes through this competition, but Bangladesh has got an ecosystem which favors jute manufacturing, which favors jute export as well. 75% of jute export of the whole world, it happens from Bangladesh. So and government of Bangladesh provides a lot of subsidies for the process. And Indian government, yes, there are programs. There is eye care program. There is better seed program. But then this is not available. See, in India also MSP is given. But let us understand the crisis of MSP in the country. See, multiple crises as I mentioned. See, what happens is that there is a Jute Commissioner of India, Jute Commissioner Office, and they declare what is the price at which the mills will be selling the processed jute products to the other industries which will be utilizing these jute products. There's also MSP of this jute. So government regulates the prices. See, who gets the MSP prices? The farmer gets the MSP prices. So government decides the MSP. Government, after that, there are the traders or the middle persons, and then this product is sent to the mills, and the government also decides what is the maximum price at which the products will be sent from the mills to the market. All right, so these are the two prices. Government fixed the MSP at the price of around 4,700. Yes, 4,750 rupees was the price of MSP. Government also fixed the maximum price at which the jute bales per quintal will be sold in the market, and this price was 6,500. 6,500. Now you might think that this remaining amount will go to the mill owner, right? So 4,700, 6,500, around 1,900 should go to the mill owner. But the reality is that the trader in between also takes an amount. The trader processes it. They process the product. They also segregate the product depending on the quality. That is called as grading. They also bale the product, put it in the form of bales, and then send it to the industry. And in this, the end charge that they take is 7,200 rupees per quintal. Now, this cost is not regulated by the government, and since these traders take this amount, the amount at which the mill owners are taking the product in is more than the amount they are selling it in the market. How is this possible? This is possible only because government has regulated the exit price, and this is leading to 700 rupee loss of the mill owners per quintal. And 700 rupee loss is there without even considering the kind of effort that people have gone through. So machinery prices or the labor prices, the profit of the industry owner. And this is the reason that Indian industry is going through a crisis. So the ministers and members of parliament have requested the central government, what is this jute commissioner doing? We have to definitely unregulate or increase the price of the jute which is sold in the market after mill processing. This price must increase. So this is the problem, right? So there's another issue here, that is of procurement. Why is the government not procuring it? Because the Jute Corporation of India does not have that infrastructure to procure from different places, does not have that kind of funding. So this is underlying cause, underlying problem which needs to be solved. However, the superficial problem is just that of pricing. All right, so this is the crisis here. Now, this middle person procurement is the one which is consuming the 2,000 rupee in between per quintal. But we can't do anything right now about this. Also India also goes through this crisis right now because of low acreage. It was also as a result of the cyclone Amphan, which created a lot of areas of water logging, and jute does not require water all the time. So therefore lower quality of production is happening in India this season. But then see, advantages are such immense that we cannot ignore a crop like this. Right from being called as golden fiber, which has got environmental value, economic value, geographical value for India, it really needs a lot of support. Let us understand this part of it. See, jute is a very strong fiber. It can be used to make ropes, so it has got high tensile strength. Along with that, it has got insulation, thermal insulation. So soundproofing can be done with the help of jute. Along with that, thermal insulation, so electrical conductivity is less through jute. It can be used for a lot of products like this, right? Along with that, breathability, low extensibility, does not extend like the plastics. It can also blend easily with the synthetic fiber and with the natural fiber both. So it has got added advantages for the consumer industry. It can be used as geotextile, right? So bunding and then putting of the gunny bags around the flooded areas. Insulation, it can be used to purify air, water, just like activated carbon powder. So many advantages it has. Along with that, it can replace plastic easily. Plastic is an anthropocene indicator, and plastic does not have great value chain, but jute does have. Jute is more sustainable. Similarly, jute can fetch better prices for everybody, better than paddy. Its inputs are less, water is less. This particular crop is largely resistant to pests. It is a fast growing crop. It provides better monetary returns. Imagine the advantages of jute. What about India? India is world's largest manufacturer of jute. It is only because of the climatic conditions India has got. Right. So can we actually utilize this jute as an important industry? Yes, absolutely. What it does need is, see, this industry was generating profit previously. What it needs is to get back to the similar situation with the help of better technology, with the help of agricultural reforms, with the help of mill reforms, with the help of providing better energy to the mill owners, with the help of providing diversification in products and marketing of the products, and having the processing technology which is more advanced than before. So when we do this, we will be able to diversify the products. For example, wall cover, flooring, the rugs, carpets, gunny bags, ropes, handicrafts, our curtain papers, footwear, furniture, carry bag, garments. See, we right now have only 20% of the total jute being used for diversification. Only 80% is only for gunny bags. And this is not done. An industry which has got environmental, economical, geographical significance and such beautiful properties needs more attention than present. Right. So 4 lakh farmers and all the people who are in the complete supply chain of jute industry, this needs to expand, and India can actually reap all the harvest provided India utilizes all these important benefits and makes the much needed changes. Now, what we understood in this video are the challenges of jute industries, the opportunities that are available in jute industry, the whole supply management of jute industry, and the significance of jute industry in India. Right? If you like this initiative, share some love through likes, comments, and shares. And if you've got a question, put it down in the comment section. We will ensure to get back. Thank you for participation.